Welcome to this short presentation on the emotion of envy. Hopefully after viewing this presentation you will have an understanding of what envy is, where it comes from and how to cope with it. This slideshow is a short preview for a Wikiversity book chapter on the emotion of envy, which discusses the theories behind it, explores its deep intricacies and explains how to cope with it. The concept of envy finds its origins as early as 350 BC, when Aristotle defined it as a feeling of pain which is caused by the positive fortune of others. In more recent times, envy has been defined as an emotion which is characterized by feelings of hostility, inferiority, and resentment directed towards another person or person's possessions, such as their social status, quality of being, material wealth, or personal achievements. In recent times, psychologists have argued that there are two different types of envy, these being benign envy and malicious envy. Benign envy is the emotion felt when we desire something somebody else possesses and wish we could also achieve it, yet also accept that the envied probably deserves what they have acquired. Malicious envy is the emotion felt when we desire another's possessions, but also feel the envied do not deserve it and would prefer if neither we nor the envied possessed it. Envy is most often confused with the emotion of jealousy. Jealousy differs towards envy, as when someone experiences jealousy, it is typically towards someone they care about and is usually in the context of a relationship. The easiest way to distinguish envy and jealousy is to think of them as follows. Envy occurs when someone obtains something another lacks, whereas jealousy occurs when someone is fearful of losing something, typically a relationship that they already have. According to one theory known as the evolutionary theory, envy exists as a form of survival instinct. According to the evolutionary theory, human beings act in ways which are essential to their survival. When we apply envy to this theory, we quickly see that envy, like the emotions of love and hate, allow us to scan our environment to recognize potential means of survival. This occurs through means such as hunting for food, preparing food, exercising to increase our length of life, living in a nice protective house and earning money in order to survive. Another theory known as the psychoanalytic theory, which was initially proposed by Freud, believes that envy is a part of sexual development, in which Freud proposed that penis envy, which is the idea that when a girl is developing sexually, that she will be envious of her father's penis, but in healthy development will eventually overcome this envy. This idea was later redefined to include womb envy, which is the male equivalent of penis envy. Both these ideas are associated with the theories of the Oedipus and Electra complex, of which both aim to explore the unconscious sexual development of men and women. The Oedipus complex theory proposes that a young boy desires to sexually possess his mother and kill his father in order to gain her affection. The Electra complex is again the equivalent in which the female envies the affection her mother receives from her father. There appears to be a correlation between envy and poorer health conditions among people. People with a lower social status appear to suffer from stress and worse health in comparison to those higher in social status. Envy comes into effect here, as those lower in social status are likely to compare themselves with those higher and in turn begin to feel the associated effects of envy, which include stress, hostility, depression, and anger. There are also many psychological effects of envy. A recently developed scale which measures envy, known as the Dispositional Envy Scale, found that envy was linked to many negative mental health outcomes. The Dispositional Envy Scale found that envy was negatively correlated with different levels of life satisfaction and self-esteem, and was positively correlated with hostility, resentment, depression, and neuroticism. Another scale known as the Enviousness Scale found that envy was positively correlated with depression, obsessive-compulsive tendencies, anxiety, anger, and feelings of inferiority. A study found that the envy coping strategies which were most effective include being self-reliant and selectively ignoring certain stimulus. In the self-reliant strategy, responses such as not giving up and refraining from angry feelings were included, and the selective ignoring included responses like dismissing the importance of the envied person's possessions. Another strategy, self-bolstering, was not found to be useful in reducing feelings of envy, however was found to be useful in lessening the adverse feelings associated with envy, such as sadness and anger. Thank you for listening to this short presentation on envy. If you would like to learn more, I would ask you to go to the following link and check out the entire chapter on envy.